Now, Slade for me, ladies and gentlemen, are one of my favorite bands of all time. I love Slade. My top three bands of all time. I don't have other bands in front of Slade like Genesis, Marillion, Nick Lowe, Elvis Costello, and all them people. I don't have them in front of Slade. Slade are my top band. They're like number one to me. I love Slade. They're one of my greatest bands of all time. Slade, T Rex, and Sweet. That's my three favorite bands of all time. If I was doing a top 20 list, T Rex would be number one with Sweet, and then Slade, and then Bowie, and then the Beatles, and then probably the Stones and Bay City Rollers and so on, and Rubettes, any Mud, Susie Quattro, Roy Wood, Wizard. But I acknowledge the great works of the Beatles, best band of all time. But I'm here to talk about Slade. I'm on about the Beatles as a band, as a work of art, like Shakespeare. That's what this country produced. Like I see the Beatles like Shakespeare, but Slade, Jimmy Lee was a big fan of the Beatles. But we're here to talk about Slade, and we're here to talk about 1974. Slade 1974. And so let's show you some singles. I just want to show you a few singles. Let's get in the mood for Slade. It's that time of year, isn't it? It's Christmas. And remarkably, the four members are still alive. Isn't that great? Where the members of T Rex are all sadly gone, and the members of Sweet are all sadly gone. Sweet, Slade, and T Rex, my favourite bands of all time. I love them. I grew up in the 70s. I was 10 years old in 1972, and I bought this record, Mama, We're All Crazy Now. I didn't have Children of the Revolution from T Rex. I had to borrow it off a friend, but it stayed in my house for quite some time. And I played this song, Mama, We're All Crazy Now, and Children of the Revolution by T Rex. I played them to death, Anyway, I want to talk about Slade from 74 in a minute. But this used to be my favourite single, Mama, We're All Crazy Now. But I like Come On, Feel the Noise. I think that's challenging, this one. Just lately, I've been getting into Come On, Feel the Noise. I love the drumming on Come On, Feel the Noise. That great drumming from Don Powell. So Slade, Noddy Holder on vocals and guitar, Dave Hill, guitar, lead guitar, Jimmy Lee, bass guitar, piano, violin, and Don Powell on the drums. What a band this is, Slade. Okay, this is a number one single, Cause I Love You. And Mama, We're All Crazy Now was number one as well. So Cause I Love You, number one in 1971. Mama, We're All Crazy Now, number one in 72. Okay, I love Slade and I love the Polydor label. The company sleeve, the Polydor label. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's show you another one. You see this Polydor label, the company sleeve? That's what I like. I love this Polydor single. This is How Does It Feel? Right, this is a 1974 Slade, 1974. And I wrote down some things about 1974. Let's talk about 1974. Right, I want to focus on 1974 for Slade, that year, 1974. First of all, Slade hit the charts back in 1971 with a number one single, Cause I Love You. Let's talk about briefly '72, they had two number ones, Mama We're All Crazy Now, and Take Me Back Home. Take Me Back Home. And then 73, so 73, they had Squeeze Me, Please Me, number one. Come On, Feel the Noise, which is challenging to be my favorite single. I love Come On, Feel the Noise just lately. You know, I think I underestimated that song, Come On, Feel the Noise. Mama We're All Crazy Now is my favorite, but Come On, Feel the Noise. The drumming in it, particularly the drumming, is really awesome from Don. And Noddy is on fire with that great vocal, and the guitars in that. I think Come On Feel the Noise is their best single. I really did. I used to think it was Mama We're All Crazy Now. But I think Come On Feel the Noise is their best single. And then they had the Christmas song, which we're going to hear soon because it's Christmas. And Noddy, people listen to that for the first time and they become Slade fans. They delve into the catalogue and say, hey, I like this voice on that Christmas one. So it brings a new audience to Slade. So we had the number ones in 71, 72 and 73. Merry Christmas, everybody. Straight to number one. Squeeze Me, Please Me, straight to number one. Come On, Feel the Noise, straight to number one. Fantastic. Only the Beatles did this. Only Jerry and the Pacemakers were another one. I think the Jam did it as well, didn't they? Yeah, not many people have done it anyway. That's straight to number one. 3 singles. It wasn't actually 3 singles on the trot for Slade because they had My Friend Stan, which... yeah, I thought it was a bit of a letdown, really. But we won't talk about My Friend Stan. It's a good single. We're talking about 1974. So glam was over in 74, declared by Mark Bolan and David Bowie. Mark Bolan probably had one of his best singles ever in 74, Teenage Dream. Mark says it was his best one he ever did. I think he's right. It's an absolute masterpiece. Teenage Dream from T-Rex. I think it's really aged well, hasn't it? Teenage Dream. It's aged well. It's an absolute masterpiece. Teenage Dream is right up there with Strawberry Fields Forever, and you know it's one of those classic Bohemian Rhapsodies. Teenage Dream from T-Rex. It's really aged well. A great song. And Bowie himself changed direction in 74, and I think Slade did. We're looking at 74, and I'm looking at my favorite. I think 74 was a really, really great year for Slade. It was a great year, 74. You know, I just said about the hits because I Love You in 71, Mama All Crazy Now, 72, Come On Feel the Noise, 73, all number one songs. But in 74, Slade, as Mark and David declared glam rock was dead, there was a change in direction for Slade, and they didn't hit the number one spot in 74. But if you do a close scrutiny on the singles, the singles. I'm sorry about the shaking. The shaking of the. That's better. Sorry about this shaking, ladies and gentlemen. If you do close scrutiny of the singles, 74 for Slade. In April, you had Every Day. I'm gonna have a look at 74 from Slade. 74. If you have a look at Every Day in April, I was only 12 years old in 74. 12. I'd gone from the kindergarten to the junior school, the secondary modern school in 74, round about April time. And this is why Every Day has hit me so hard. is piano driven, different. Did you know Dave Lee didn't play on Every Day? He was on Honeymoon, and Jimmy Lee does the lead guitar on Every Day. It starts off with the piano, doesn't it? And it's a real favorite, a crowd pleaser. You know, they sing this every day when I'm away. Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. I think these three songs in 74 were as good as anything Slade ever did before. You had Every Day in April, then you had The Banging Man. That's sort of like return to the glam and rock of Slade, The Banging Man. And then you had an absolute masterpiece in Far, Far Away. Noddy's vocals in Far, Far Away are absolutely exquisite. They really are. I've seen the yellow lights go down the Mississippi, because Noddy said he was on holiday, and he went onto the balcony. He was actually in Mississippi, and he saw a boat going down the stream, and he said, "What a lucky guy I am, from Wolverhampton. I come from Wolverhampton, and here I am in Mississippi, and I see this boat coming down with yellow lights." And I went straight in the bedroom and wrote down, "I seen the yellow lights go down in Mississippi." Laugh out loud. What a band, eh? I love Far, Far Away. Absolutely fantastic. These three singles in 74, I'm focusing on Slade in 74, Every Day, The Banging Man, and Far, Far Away. Do you know what they had in common? They all reached the top 10 charts. I got it here somewhere. They all reached the top 10 charts, ladies and gentlemen. Every Day reached number 3, and The Banging Man also reached number 3, and Far, Far Away reached number 2. I don't know what kept that off the charts. Can anyone tell me in the comments what kept Far, Far Away off the number 1 spot? Because it's a number 1 single, isn't it, really? Far, Far Away is a number 1 single all day long. You know, that's probably one of Noddy's. That's what I said. He went in the bedroom and said, "I seen the yellow lights go down in Mississippi." And he talks about Alaska and all that. It's a great vocal, great writing from Noddy, I think, on that one. So these three singles are masterpieces: Every Day, Banging Man, and Far, Far Away. 3 singles from Slade in 74. And they had an album as well. This album, Old, New, Borrowed and Blue. Okay, it's a gatefold, Old, New, Borrowed and Blue. There you go. This is a bit of a gatefold album. Yeah, 2 singles off this album, wasn't it? My Friend Stand and Every Day.
Every day when I'm away, I'm thinking of you. Everyone can carry on except for we two. And you know that I love, and you know that and you know that our love won't die. And it won't even show, and no one will know. One little wave to say you'll behave. It won't even show how far